Progress.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Today is our Regional Fest Tuesday. Woo-hoo! Celebration. So my name is Luz Mercedes Miller, one of our regional directors, right? In the Onyx region. And I got my partner all the way in the West Coast. And who is that? Jackie Geisinger. Jackie. And we're here together because guess what? We're going to be celebrating you in so many ways. So what do we have to celebrate? Jackie, share with us. What is it? Summer is here. Oh my gosh, it's finally here. Wow. Then we're going to be talking about recognition and success in the spotlights, big events for you to grow your business. And along with that, how to grow and why to grow your business. Then we continue going with that party training number 3. Dana Neal going to be here with us. Woo-hoo! Going to be talking about those parties. So jot down those notes because there's a lot of things to write down and talk about. And then last but not least, we're looking at June sales, parties, incentives, and good compliance tips. You can't go wrong without that. Training and a call to action at the end. I am so excited. Thank you all. Welcome for being with us here tonight because there's so much for all of us tonight, and I can't wait to continue celebrating you. And what else do we have, Jackie? As we continue in our table of contents, I just reviewed a couple of things for you, but we have, what is it? June. It's about being in a mission for us to all succeed. We know that summer is here, like we mentioned, right? It's right around the corner. It's already here. We're feeling the heat. We're feeling the hot. But there's a lot of great things that we're going to be sharing with you because it's about helping others and how to succeed. So let's listen to a couple of our managers. Who do we have right now that's going to be sharing a couple of things with us, Jackie?
Well, before we do, I think we have an honor scroll where we want to celebrate everyone with success. And then we're going to bring our special guest. Are you ready, Luz, to take a look?
I am ready. Let's celebrate. Let's go and jam. Let's make it happen. Wow. Isn't that amazing? I am so excited. We were celebrating all of your successes that we had the previous month, which were the top sales, 1,000 sales. We had our top sponsors in the nation, top sales in the nation. We also had new managers that we're going to be introducing that are actually here with us tonight. They're going to speak to us a little bit in just a second. And I just wanted to say, and Jackie wanted to say, we're so proud of you. So let's continue moving this business in the right direction and just making it grow in so many other ways. And with that being said, we have our spotlights of success with us tonight. And that is going to be Bobbi Wolf from Wisconsin and also Phyllis Richardson from Texas. These are our new managers. They're going to be talking about how it is growing their clients and parties and how they grew their team. So right now, we would like to spotlight Miss Bobbi Wolf. Bobbi, where are you? I know you're out there somewhere. Come on, Bobbi, come and join us and talk to us a little bit about what are those type of conversations you're having with your clients or your potential new future manager.
Hello.
Well, to start out with, I'm going to let you know I did sell Jaffa about 20 years ago. I had to stop. I sold for about 3 years and life happened. So I decided that on Christmas, I got a Jaffa skincare set for my sister. And I told her I was going to sign back up and sell Jaffa. And she's got kind of excited. And then she's like, well, who are you going to sign up under? And I said, well, I don't know if I can sign up under Vicky, but I did. She agreed to take me on. And then I got a hold of Jackie and asked her to take me under her wing. And then I met Luz, which was wonderful. So all I really did at first was hit up my old clients and my family, right, Amanda? And my sister Lori, which is now under me too. And I don't really know where we're gonna go from here, Luz.
All right,
Help me
Bobbi.
out.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all in this together, Bobbi. Listen, you had a lot to say to me prior to us going live. It's okay. You know, one of the things we shared with us, it's like you go to a special events, right? Once in a while, and you have special conversation with special people. Talk to us a little bit about how successful that is, because remember, every month you always hit that mark of $1,000 sales. You've never missed it. You have your VIP products, your quarterly products that we give you for earning that particular special title as a VIP in Jafra. So there's a lot of great things that you would like to share with us. So tell us a little bit about your events.
Well, I was invited to an event and there was about 7 people around the table and I was asked to sit at their table. And one of the ladies that already had bought products for me had told me to go out to my car and bring in my bag because she knew I had it with me. And so I went out and got it. And she's like, went around the table and said, you guys, like, there's a cologne on sale this month. Would you like some? And so we ended up selling 8 colognes that day. And then I also have all my perfume samples. So I sold 2 bottles of perfume. I had skincare samples along, so I passed them out. But there's another lady that had a very bad sunburn and she was peeling. And I went into my bag and I pulled out the after sun stuff and I applied it on her arm right there in the event. And you could see 100% difference in her arm right away. So they're like, oh, I said, well, I sell that in bigger bottles too. So I ended up with about a $700 party just going there.
You see, you're saying it's so simple. Like, you know, I just saw a couple of people. I observed the environment, the area. Someone said, "Hey, by the way, you're known for selling Jaffa, right? That's part of your business, introducing the products to others." So, like, hey, what's going on? Bring your goodies with you. Bring them along. Share with others. And you said you saw someone with a sunburn, and you immediately knew, you know what? Let me look at my goodie bag because I got something exactly for that person. And, you know, and outside of that, it's like you observed the environment, spoke to people, sparked up a conversation. Out of there, you ended up closing the sale with coming up with sales and moving particular products. So it's natural. I believe it's natural because when you were talking to me about it before, your giggles were amazing. You were like, oh, Luz, this is what happened. So, you know, it's really good that you share the story with others because some people are afraid of having that conversation and not knowing what to say and how to bridge to that particular conversation. You also said you had samples, right?
Right. I always have samples, I always have books. I go nowhere without them.
And that's key because you're utilizing all the tools that Jaffa's offering you. And all you have to do is just show it and demonstrate it. And then at the end, people love it.
The products sell themselves.
So thank you, Bobbi, for sharing that with us. And outside of that, you became one of our new managers. Congratulations. You know, and I know, and there's a story behind this, Bobbi, because I remember calling you and say, Bobbi, you close. You're pretty close to titling. You're like, you know what, Lucy? Yeah, I'll take care of that. I'm actually, what were you doing that day when I gave you a call?
I had a birthday party at my house for a 6-year-old grandchild. And Lucy called and I'm like, well, I'm kind of busy with the party right now, but I know I only need $300 more and I will get that sale before the night's out. So I got over, the party was over and everybody went home and I made 2 phone calls. I ended up with both people ordering. So I was able to have actually, and I became manager on June 1st.
And that, Bobby, congratulations. That's being determined, determination, like determined about wanting to do something and having a set vision and a goal. You know, I knew I was going to do it, but I had my time and place for doing it. And I was going to get to it because why did you get to it, Bobby? Because you said there were going to be some changes, right?
Right. I was
Well,
determined. I was going to do it.
because you were saying, you know what, Bobby, if you don't have those 4, it's gonna go to what, 7? You're like, oh no, lose. I'm closing that now, today. But you know what, Bobby, with all
for the 7.
with all and everything,
I
we
do
appreciate.
feel that the 7 are important though.
Yes, and so one of the key things is you have your $1,000 sales all of the time. You love Jafra, like you were mentioning to us. You were with us at 20 something years ago. You came back again on board, full speed. And also, one of the things that you want to share with us is like you come to all the training. I'm not sure if that's something, it's very meaningful, just like how we are today, celebrating everyone else. And we appreciate you in so many other ways, especially you don't miss a training whatsoever. You're always there behind the scene and supporting us and also learning from Jafra. Anything that we have to say or share with others, you absorb it and study it. It's like school, right? You have your own schooling, and I'm so grateful for that. And Jackie and I are very grateful. And your team is rooting right behind you because I know you're going to become a great, great, great team player. You are, by the way, and a great manager. So thank you so much, Bobbi. All the way from Wisconsin. Let's give her a hand. Thank you, Bobbi.
Woo-hoo!
Thank you.
We love it. Congratulations, Bobbi. Bobbi and I were able to have the privilege of growing up in Jafra together over the years. And because I'm from Minnesota, she's from Wisconsin. We've been together for many, many years in the Jafra business. We have someone who is coming to us today, as well as a new manager, just like Bobbi Wolf. She is coming to us from Texas. You can see behind her. Look at the beautiful view there. And she is Phyllis Richardson. She was promoted by Vicki Hoover. I know Vicki's out there in the audience, proud as can be. And I am just so excited. So Phyllis, tell us a little bit about your Jafra history as we heard from Bobbi.
Okay. I'm kind of like her. I was in Jafra a little more than 20 years ago when I lived in Montana. And actually, I think this picture is Montana and not Texas. But anyway,
I thought so too. When I said that, I was like, that doesn't quite look like Texas, but it could.
Texas looks like a lake right now. But anyway, I was in Jafra when I did Montana, and I relocated to Texas and started working full time and didn't have time for anything but work. So I retired in October, and Vicki called me in January and said, by the way, and so here I am. And so I got into it the last week of January. My daughter followed suit. She said, Mom, I need this and I need this and I need this. And I said, you just need to sign up. She said, okay. So she did. So I made manager in last month, actually 1st of June, like she said, and just, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing,
but I love it. You are like Bobbi. You show up to every training, right? And we had our Future Friday. I know your husband was there, your daughter was there. They were so in awe of what Jafra has to offer. And so you're bringing your team right away. You're traveling over to our retreat coming up here this month in Arizona. So we're excited to meet you in person. And tell us a little bit about this. That's your Jafra history. Here we are coming back to Jafra in this retirement stage of life. What is your why? What motivates you to build your team, build your income? What is the purpose of Jafra business for you in this stage and age of life?
I want to have a little more income coming in. I'm not old enough for Social Security. I have some money coming in, but I want to have that, add to that, so I can play. And my kids live in Montana. I can go see them when I want to because I retired from American Airlines, but I have to have a little money to play with. So I want that. And my daughter is in the process maybe of moving to Italy. So that's somewhere else to go. So travel, and I want to be able to use my business as a blessing for others. Because I know several people that just need a little bit of extra money, and I'm trying to figure out ways to work with them and say, okay, how can we get you plugged in so you can get some more money on your pocket and use it for a blessing for them. So I honestly believe God answered prayer. There's been several times over the last couple of months that I've said, okay, God, I have a meeting with somebody today and this is up to you. And one morning I actually said a prayer. I said, I'm headed to manager and you got to help me here. And before I finished my Bible study, I had a text from a girl saying, no, what do I need to do to sign up? And it's like, okay, God's got this. So anyway.
I love the focus of being a blessing to others. It's so great. So I want to end with this, Phyllis. So you have built this business consistently, just like Bobbi, starting again in January. And here we are just a few months later, you're here as a leader, excited to grow and help others. What would be your 3 tips for people to have success, to be you in June and July and qualified a leader, continue to grow new clients and new consultants? What would be your best 3 tips for someone in the audience today?
Okay. Be ready. Have your samples and books ready to hand out. And you go places and some people will go places and say, well, they turn around and leave, they get done with what they're doing and they get in the car and say, well, there wasn't an opportunity there. Well, make your own opportunity. You've got to sometimes have to seek those out. And I guess have fun with it and just trust the process. Do it, be consistent with it, and get up in the morning and go to work. So
I love it. And I can say both of you are the same. So great. And we just saw you in our national recognition as one of our top team growers last month as well. So Phyllis, again, congratulations. Welcome to the leader team. And we know it's just begun and we get to see you in Arizona in a couple of weeks.
Yay!
So congratulations. We're
Thank
just
you.
absolutely so proud of you. So thank you so much for sharing today. All right. So Luz, that's going to take us right on back to our training this evening at our Partyfest, just celebrating. Business is so fun. I love the energy of Bobbi, of Phyllis, and everything that they're about. Growing clients, being prepared by both of them, saying very similar stories, that you want to be prepared with samples. That leads into parties. Bobbi sitting down, pulling bags out of her car, and she's selling fragrances galore, having a $700 party. It's really just being ready, as both of them said, but doing it consistently, setting goals, and really realizing we have a blessing from beauty to beauty businesses. That is what grows teams when it's from your heart, it's authentic, and it's fun. That's the best part. So I love what Phyllis said. It's time to determine your why. What is your why? What do you want to achieve this summer? When she came back to the business, she said, I need additional income to supplement my retirement. I want to be able to have that travel that I want to do. I worked all my life to be able to retire, and I'm here. I need more income, but I also have a bucket list from Italy to Montana to Yuma to wherever you want to go. If we don't have a why, we don't wake up inspired and motivated. We just get busy. So let's run our businesses during this beautiful summer season by setting our why goals. What is it we want by all of our work every week, every day, and every month this summer? So Luz, let's talk about what is our main theme before we kick into Dana and Neil tonight, what summer is all about.
This summer, it all starts with having conversations, or plenty of conversations, because it's full of so many possibilities, and there's a message behind a lot of conversations. And it's a particular message that our general manager, Judith Sanchez, shared with us. And I'm just going to read a couple of the paragraphs that she shared with us in our June Action magazine. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, please take a look at it, because there's always a meaning behind everything. So this is one of the paragraphs that I picked. It says, conversations offer great possibilities. It offers new friends, contacts, clients, and hostesses. And best of all, new team members. A lot of you could relate to that. That's why every conversation matters, because you never know how it would end. And the second one is asking, what are you doing this summer? That is the perfect way to start a conversation right now. It can lead to talking about our fantastic summer offers, and also finding out if someone is looking for a new business opportunity, like Jackie was mentioning. And also be sure to earn our amazing umbrella, right? Umbrellas is out there to help you start conversations wherever you go this summer. So you know what? This is a great big tip, and it's right there in your action brochure. So it's time to start talking to everybody. People want to hear you. Every conversation does matter, because everyone deserves to hear about Jafra. Just like Phyllis said, and just like Bobbi was mentioning, they were here a couple of years ago. They started off fresh in the month of January, and look, and they're growing their business in so many ways. So one of the things that you could also do is sharing it with on parties and also social places, and posting a lot of postcards, or going around and speaking to other people, because we want to socialize this summer. We want you to feel empowered, so you could go outside, right? And start making a lot of connections. It's all about connections. They want to hear from you, just like we heard from our ladies. They want to see you, they want to get to know you, and they want to make it fun. Just make sure you start focusing on building like genuine relationships within your community, and start speaking with a purpose and also with a passion right here in your heart. Remember to be careful and always listen and understand what others want. And with that being said, let's get social. So let's start grabbing all of these umbrellas. Let's grab all the attention everywhere you go. Who is going to get this umbrella? Raise your hand. I've seen a lot of people out there with the umbrellas already in their patios and the beaches, out in the parking lot. Phyllis was like, yeah, I'm going to get this umbrella. Don't be by yourself. Join a friend. Don't do it alone. Bring someone else. Encourage others to let them know the purpose and the reason behind Jafra. And that umbrella is going to signify that person's life that you actually ended up bringing into this business, or someone else's life that you ended up changing this summer. So we want to see all of those umbrellas out there. So don't leave that behind. And with that being said, there's a great opportunity for you to start your business. And then in order for you to get to the umbrella, what are you going to be doing this summer? You're going to be speaking to people. You're going to be showing this fabulous kit that we have for $39, because it's a perfect way to start a conversation. So let's give it out. Let's talk to others this month. Let's talk about the big difference that we have compared to what other people have. A great compensation plan, great opportunities. No matter where you go, don't leave that behind. You have this beautiful flyer that you could go into a Jafra virtual hub, download it, and it gives you the 10 reasons why to come and join Jafra. It is right there. So Jackie, show us how we could grow this summer, because we all want to know how.
I love it. Well, growing this summer is about earning it all together. How many umbrellas will we see in every park, every beach, every lake, everywhere we go? Set a vision with your team, earn it early, and then go on TikTok, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, and let's inspire others to join with a friend, and let's umbrella sell all over the USA. It's about growing new teams, opening new businesses. We are here to learn together. Tonight and all of the month of June, we have set you up with so many opportunities and places to grow, learn, to improve ourselves, not just financially, personally, professionally, and to grow our futures. So we just want to give you a quick spin before we bring you our learning this evening at our Partyfest. A couple of announcements that we want you to know. This is what Bobbi was referencing before. So we want to show you some of the events we've already had this month and what's ahead this month for you and your consultants. There is one big change you most want to know. That big change is this: to qualify to team leader like Bobbi and like Phyllis and many other new leaders we had this month, there is a change that starts August 1st. So this is our biggest, most important announcement. That is this: the compensation plan qualifications to manager will change. You typically could qualify still yet in June and July with 2,400 in team sales, your personal sales, and 4 direct new consultants or 4 direct sponsors who have $300 or more in sales the month you qualify. Starting in August, you will need 7 consultants in your pre-branch who each have $300, from 4 to 7. I loved Bobbi's words. She said, I'm okay with the 7. Actually, that makes me stronger, right? It can be better. But here's the deal. Just like she said, you know what? I'm going to do this now, and then I'll keep growing my team. So if you have ever said someday, I hope to, I wish to, today is the day. Take June and/or July to begin qualifying to manager. Then just keep on growing throughout the rest of the year, because you're walking into anniversary month and the holidays. This is big season. So we're going to learn how to set up parties. So that's the best place to grow your team. So we wanted you to know this is a time to meet with your manager and to set up your plans for the next 8 great weeks to success to qualify as team leader. We already did a great event. Last Friday, I talked about Phyllis's husband coming, her daughter coming. They were at our Future Friday. And let me tell you, both of them spoke at the training and said, oh, I had no idea what Jafra offered. So please watch this recording, consultants, leaders, share it with your consultants. There we review the whole compensation plan Jafra has today, and we teach you all the ways to grow your team. That is also posted for every consultant, by the way, in our Facebook Jafra, Amber, and Onyx team group. If you go to guide number 1, the recordings are there. The slides are there. Or you can hop over to my YouTube channel, Jackie Geisinger, and you can find the recording there. These are just tools. I'm not reading this to you, but what you will find in the guide and within our training is how to prospect. Remember, every conversation matters. So we trained you at the end of May on the 3rd training Tuesday in Jafra Biz. It's recorded there, and on our Jafra Beauty Insiders Facebook page on how to prospect. I know Dana and Neil are huge proponents of having a prospecting system, a way that you're having conversations, they turn into leads, they turn into prospects, they soon become a customer by either being a client, a hostess, or a consultant. There are 2 ways to business today, traditional and modern, online, on the go, and having a success prospecting system. Dana and Neil have taught us OCI at our party training. We have that for you in our May training from Jafra Beauty Insiders, and we have it again in Future Friday with our great speaker, Linda Jackson. I think she's out there in the audience. She was fabulous. So go back and take a look at those slides, set up your plans. We also gave you the tools you need to be meeting people, making your list, and calling people that I know Dan and Neil are going to talk about tonight. And a tracking follow-up system is so important. And we used Dan and Neil's tools in our training last Friday because we want to go out and see people. So we gave you some lead starter thoughts. And we wanted to talk about how to still be online on a scavenger hunt this summer, finding new Facebook friends. So these tools are all posted in the guide. This is all about exploring summer, discovering new ways to meet new people wherever you go, online and on the go, even on vacations. It is time to invest in yourself and to invest in others. So we're inviting you to our upcoming events. This Friday, we are so excited. We actually have, I hope everyone here has heard of Tony Robbins. He is the world's #1 life and business coach. He's been training for over 50 years. He's the most expensive speaker I invested in fresh out of college. I bought everything he had, and it changed my world. We are bringing you one of his coaches this Friday. Anthony is here. He's an advisor. He's a consultant with Fortune 500 companies, executives, and managers. And we are all about bringing to you peak performance workshops. Invite guests. All you need to do is click in the email that you have, or Luce and I have posted it on Facebook, invite some guests. Let them have their world rock. We're going to teach you how to have life-changing results in your career, your relationships, in your life, how to close the gap of where you are, where you want to be, how to have breakthrough pattern techniques that give you a clear target of what you want in every single area of life. This is our driving force to drive us to 65,000 voices together, but to make an impact. That's this Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific. It is not recorded. It is not on our company's Zooms. It is hosted by Tony Robbins' team. So you need to click and invite yourself or get yourself registered and attend and follow all of the notes once you attend. We're going to just do a quick update and then we're going to turn this over to Dana and Neil. We wanted to do a fast update on our Joy meeting. Okay, so our Joy meeting 2.0, we're on the third one that we have been launching. We are going to have that live next Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific. It's going to launch this weekend. It's a Facebook event, just like a Facebook party that you have in the Content Hub. We are doing this as a company. We had over almost 500 people attend, almost 22,000 people looked at it or saw pieces of it. We had almost 60 guests attend to buy, book, or begin the business. We will be kicking it off with an invite link. Click, yes, I'm going. Once you do that, you're able to invite people. We are going to then be posting a little bit throughout the weekend, but the 5-day party, Sunday through Thursday, begins. We do all the work. It's a party that we host. We give away prizes with points, postings. You can share it. It's a lot of fun. Your guests need to register to be eligible to win our grand prizes like we had last time. We had 2 winners from the consultants and leader team and 2 from our guests. It was absolutely fantastic. So just pay attention. We're going to be going live. We're going to show you how to do that. And we've got the link coming your way. This is for you to invite as many people as you want. Guess what? We have a surprise. You get a TV star. She's going to be our guest speaker, teaching us all of this skin-loving sun care tips. Her name is Cheryl Kramer Kay. She's a veteran beauty writer, editor, on-air personality. She's worked in women's magazines for 25 years, Redbook, Harper's Bazaar. She's won 3 Golden Triangle Awards with the American Academy of Dermatology. She loves talking about skin protection. This is her passion. We have had her on TV with our Jafra products. If you've seen Daily Today, different shows. She's been on Dr. Oz, The View, Good Morning America, Today Show, and QVC, and so much more. So you want people in the party all week while it's going on Facebook, and she will be our live on Zoom next Thursday night. So we're going to be posting all the success tips. We're going to give you the link. You want to choose your going, and once you do, you can invite up to 500 people. I worked for quite a while, and I intentionally invited 500 last month. Then you can invite them to invite people. So we'll teach you all the tips along the way, but get ready. This is all about teaching summer essentials and keeping people safe from the sun. And of course, that leads us to our final big event you want to be registered for, which is our national conference virtual. This is August 4th through the 6th. We'll be posting the schedule for that. It's just a couple of hours a day, but we need everyone registered. Choose the $65 basket. So of course you're getting all the training, you're getting all of the gifts in the mail, and so much more. We have over 400 registered, but we want you to all be registered by the end of June, and we can go celebrate at the biggest conference virtually we've ever had. And our keynote speaker, Bella Vista, you'd pay far more than 10 minutes of training with her. So make sure your team gets invited. Woo! We've done a lot so far this month, but we've got more for you tonight. Tonight, it brings me great joy and a little sadness because it's our 3rd of our series of our Partyfest training for you. We really have had a gift of Dana and Neil Phillips, top trainers, motivators, coaches. They're incredible. If you haven't signed up for their TC Pro, you must tonight. They'll tell you about it. But they've been telling us about parties. And I am so proud to say, if you saw on Facebook last week, we even featured Gina O'Neill, had her first in-person party with over $1,000 in sales using many of the practices and tools that Dana and Neil coached to. She just had her second party, another $1,000 party. Parties are alive, parties are well. So we are ready to indulge in the best trainers in the industry. Dana and Neil, take it away. It's your party. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. That's great. Well, you're going to pull up the slides while I'm going to talk a
Yes,
little bit.
we had a little technical difficulty, so we're sharing a screen tonight.
Yeah, my computer froze up. So I just want to tell you while he's getting it all set up a couple of ways for you to engage more people online. I saw that was in the chat. Number one, always ask a question in your post. Don't just post, isn't this cute? Or don't just post, here it is, or here's what's on sale, or ask a question. One of the most perfect questions you can ask to begin the conversation online is, what are you doing this summer? Show a picture of what you're doing this summer. So that's the first thing, is to ask questions. The second way to get more engagement is to answer every comment. Answer every comment. If you're writing it down, the two things are post with a question on every single one of your posts. And secondly, very important, answer every comment. Don't just like it, don't just heart it, but answer it, and answer it with another question, just like you would in a conversation. So Neil, take it away.
Okay, well, I was gonna move you into this gently tonight, but Dana took that option away from me. So welcome. We're glad you're here. This is our third training piece on Party Power, taking a service approach. And what we're going to do is really kind of go to the next level in terms of some of the booking things, and give you some options in terms of doing that. Let me remind you that this is a good time to be taking some notes. So get out your note paper or your journal, whatever you're going to do to take notes. We're going to do one thing a little differently tonight. We're going to do a little breakout and have you react to some of the things we talk about. So having some good notes will make that easier as we go along. Well, we just want to go back and start. When we first started this, there was a survey that Jackie did about what is it you really want to see, and the question, and the answer was that you wanted more new people. We heard from you. You wanted more new clients, new hosts, new consultants. In other words, you wanted to develop a bigger community. Well, one of the keys to having a bigger community is finding ways to do parties. And so we've talked about that, and there's a lot of different ways: living room, VIP group, Zoom, kitchen table, and on and on. Those are all ways to reach out to people, build your community, and get those people an opportunity to get together in groups. The key thing about having a service approach to this is to know what your customers want. And we shared some research with you. This comes, I don't think we told you this last time, but I want to share it. It comes from one of those big data research companies called Kantar, K-A-N-T-A-R. What they do is they basically go through all of the social media that's available out there, and they look for key terms that are showing up all the time. Well, they had a key question around the end of March or in early April about what is it the customers want. And 4 of the top 9 really have something to do with direct sales, and 3 of them very much are Jafra things. People want pampering. Who do you know that does pampering? People want a night out, which is a great way to think about having a party out there. And finally, people want retail therapy. They want a chance to touch and hold and feel and buy. So not to be sold, but to buy. So before booking comes your attitude, which is having an attitude of service. How do I serve these people, right? They don't want to buy something from you. They want a chance to find out what's going on. Well, when you think about how you can serve, these are the 4 F's really to give you an idea about how to serve people. And this is where you need to put your head in the right spot so that you can have very good parties. The thing to remember as you're having parties is that this is probably a lot of first steps for people. I know about a week ago, we had a gathering of some people at our house, and it was kind of unusual. It's like, do you shake hands? Do you hug? How do you get close to people to do these things? And when you sit down, you automatically start to look for 6 feet of distance from people. And it's tough to have conversations where you can have more than one person talking at a time. So when you hold parties for people, real home parties, it's a chance for people to take those first steps to get back to normal sorts of interactions. Secondly, it's a great opportunity, a small gathering of people to get together that are friends. They maybe haven't had a chance to do some of that very much. I know in our neighborhood that when people are out and about, people are starting to stop and talk to neighbors again, right? These are friends that you haven't had a chance to see very much. And if you can have a group of them together, it's even better. You think about teachers, for example, or nurses, that they've all been pretty intense for the last year. And it's a chance to really just relax, be with friends, and have some fun, which is a great thing to do. Now, none of these really have to do with retail therapy. It's a chance for you to build your community. And as part of building that community, you also can provide them a focus on your products. You can help them learn about skincare during the summer. You can give them a chance to experience the Jafra products. You can think about aging in the sun and the learning opportunities that are better. It's not about selling, it's about serving. And that's a real key difference here. Some of your first parties may not be the best that you're ever going to see, but that's okay, because what you're really doing is filling your pipeline. And it was great to see Jackie talking about that a few minutes ago. Building your pipeline of customers that are going to become hostesses and even more. So that's where that does. Finally, I just wanted to leave you with one last thought in terms of what does it mean to serve. And this is from Dr. Pillay. The more selfless service that you do, the more successful you'll become. So don't think about selling, think about serving, and the success will come to you as you do that.
While you're doing that, you want to have fun. And so I've been trying over the last 3 classes to kind of give you new fun things. Like we talked about doing a blessing party for somebody. We talked about just having a get together with a couple of people. And one of the best things that you can do is carry around 3 gift bags as you go out and about. This is so much fun. I'm going to tell you how to do it live, and I'm going to tell you how to do it in your VIP, your customer group, and also on your personal page. So 3, 2, 1. Here's what happens. You have 3 of these cute little gift bags, and one says 3 and one says 2 and one says 1. And the best gift is in the one that says 1, is in the one that says 3, because you get 3 gifts for booking this week. You get 2 gifts for booking next week, and you get 1 gift for booking in the 3rd week. Now you can use your new samples that you've gotten that you get a great deal on, absolutely, and you can tuck those into the bag. But how much fun to say, I've got 3 gifts. Which one do you want? You want bag number 3 where you get 3? Do you want 2 or do you want 1? And all you have to do is have a few friends over to see what's new in Jafra, to learn about summer skincare. I think that's the #1 thing that people are worried about more than anything else. Now, to do it online, you just have 3 darling pictures of the same 3 bags, and you explain it by going live and holding up the bags and saying, so quick, snag yours right away. 3, 2, 1. 3 if you do it this week, 2 if you do it the next week, 1 if you do it again. So that's one way you can do it. The other way is, and you can do this online too, is say, oh my gosh, I'm having a bonus night. Now, here's what I know, guys. Jackie and Liz have made it so easy for you to party in this huge group. That's fantastic. That is wonderful. But I'm going to tell you the truth. When you bring them to that big group, there's a lot of people there. It's not as personal as you doing a get together as an event, or as you doing a Facebook party with them. That's where the personality comes through. And quite honestly, your products are fantastic, but the differentiating factor is you. And I think sometimes when you go online, you forget that. And I think when you've been locked up in COVID, you forget that. So I just want to release that inner excitement of you so that you can start saying, I have a personality. I want to serve people. I can be of service using fantastic products. So bonus night is something you just go live and announce it, or you let people know as you call them, as you see them, I'm having a bonus night. And so that's next Tuesday night. Let them know that's your bonus night and give them an extra gift if they host, not just for attending, but if they host. Now, what's host? We talked about what hosting is. We talked about it being 8 people at a live and 20 people at a Facebook party. But once you get a booking, oh my goodness, tonight we're going to talk about being intentional. There's a saying that I want you to write down. It is, you're never through till you book 2. Write that down. You're never through till you book 2. Now, what do I mean by that? If I've got an event that's happening over here and Suze is my hostess, I want to make sure that I get 2 bookings from that. And if I don't get them from her, the people who are there, I want to talk to the people that she invited. I want to talk to the people that maybe ordered from her. Those are the things that keep your business really alive. And there's another saying, and I want you to write this one down. There's a recruit at every party. Now, if you've been saying, boy, I need new people, boy, I just really, oh my gosh, I need new people. I can't keep going back to, you know what? Those people that you know can do a party. They can have a couple of friends over to see what's new and learn about the summer. That's huge, folks. And there's a recruit at every party. Here's the question though, is there a recruiter at every party? Because if you're not aware of that, you may be missing people that this is something they could do. Like you heard from Phyllis tonight, for a little extra money, like you heard from Bobbi, that they were looking for something to do, and then turn around and those people have found a fantastic business. Notice that's the important piece. You have to be the recruiter at every single party. So why book two? Well, look at the picture. You have one host and you book two. Maybe that first person is not new to you. She's like her mother and you knew her mother and she's been a Jafra consultant and she's been a Jafra customer. But then there's somebody new she invited. And when you book two, now we've got new and not new. And now you begin to grow your business. So over on the side where not new had somebody not new and somebody not new. And so that's not going to grow your business like booking two from every single one. The odds are you're going to meet new and more excited people. So let's talk about those magic numbers. 8, you know what 8 stands for. 8's the number of people that you really want to have at a live event. Now, some people go, well, why 8? Why is that? Well, if you have 3, that's a good start, right? You know, if you have 2, that's an okay start. But usually if you have 2 there, that's her mother and her, you know, her daughter-in-law. If you have 3, maybe you're going to add a neighbor. If you have 8, you've got a much better chance of booking 2. Now, Facebook is a little bit different. You want to have 20 people at a Facebook party in that Facebook group. And that's important because not everybody sees every post. Not everybody remembers to say all notifications. And so I'm going to talk to you about host coaching for these two, for live events and also for Facebook events. So first, let's talk about host coaching for 8. The doorway, the way that you get in is, why don't you have a few friends over when I deliver your product? Why, you know, have a few friends over and I'll show them some new things. I'll show them what we've got on sale for the summer. Have a few friends over, or have a few friends over to experience whatever we're going to do, to experience the spa treatment that I'm going to do, to experience our royal jelly. Have a few friends over. That's your in the door. That's how you get the foot in the door for an event. And then when you host coach, and we talked about host coaching and doing that with your video chat. We talked about that last time. If you don't, go back and watch that recording. When you're host coaching, that's when you've gone, I'm in the door now. I'm going to open that door a little bit wider and I'm going to say, you know, it's lots more fun, lots more interactive if I can help you get your friends together. Just like Neil was talking about, right? Help your friends get together. You know, maybe they have been saying, oh, I just don't feel comfortable getting out yet, but this is a small group that we're going to have a great time and they will enjoy it. You want more conversations like Hudith talked about. 8 people in a room is going to give you more conversations than trying to find one at a time. So think about using your wanted conversation to get her to book. Have a few friends over so we can do that. And then when you host as coach, really work for 8. Now, I'm going to give you something that is really fun, and that is a check-in to win post. Some of you were saying, I need to be able to have more interaction in my parties, on my Facebook parties. So first of all, what you do is in your group, not an event. You can't do this in an event, but in a group, you're having your Facebook party in a group. So I've got Suze, and she's my hostess. Okay. And the post that I'm going to put is, I'm going to tell Suze, when you have 20 people who've checked in to win, Suze, you're going to get a prize from me. When you have 20 people who check in to win. And then I post this poll and it says, check in to win and help your hostess earn a bonus prize. Click next to your host name. You can see Karen Cox is having this party. It's not Suze. And when she has 20 friends check in, she wins a prize from me. And after you check in, click on my name and send me a message. I'm the consultant. Send me a message and I will send you the link so that you can purchase. We're keeping the shopping link out of the group because Facebook doesn't like that. But at the same time, now I've got a personal conversation with people on Karen's that are invited by Karen. And when they do that, if they check in, but they don't message me, I can tag them in the group and I can say, gosh, Rosa Sanchez, and Rosa Sanchez shows up. Gosh, Rosa, you did not message me. Be sure to message me so that my hostess, so that Karen wins her prize. So now you've got them in a conversation with you. When they answer a question and they say something special, like, what is your biggest concern about skincare? You know, is it anti-aging, or is it worrying about being in the sun? And Rosa says it's worrying about being in the sun. Then I can message her privately and say, you know, Rosa, I want to tell you about what's going on. I want to tell you how I can help you. So this will help you get 20 people. Once you have those people, there's some conversations to get better bookings. And that's really what we want to talk about. If you work so stinking hard to get a host and get somebody to hold a party, don't you want to make sure that you're getting 2 from that one? Yes, yes, yes. Put it in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Book 2. So we're going to teach you something that we've used. It is not memorized. It is not a script. It's called the 6W high method. So if you are taking notes, write www, 6 W's, an H and an I, 6 W's, an H and an I. And I'm going to give you each one of those words. Before we start, I'm going to tell you that once I started writing these out for myself, I started practicing them in the car. I would be in the car and I'd use the 6W high so that when I began to open up a conversation with someone, when I got ready to book with someone, guess what happened? I wasn't stuttering going, I forget what I was supposed to say, right? And so this will help you practice and get better and better. And the more you say it out loud, the better it is for you, because then it becomes yours, not just somebody's script. And that's really important. So Neil, let's show them what the 6 W's are. So who do you know that would love to hear about summer skincare? What kind of event do you want to see? Do you want to see one based on fragrances or makeup? When's the best time for you to do a get together with your friends, in the morning or the afternoon? Where do you want to do it? You know, there's a pool or there's a patio. I know I'm going fast because we're gonna do some work on this. Which one of these great host offers would you take? Why don't you do one of these? How about, and that's where you suggest, how about a skincare for summer, where you can have a couple of your friends over and we can talk about better skincare for summer? Or if you had an event, when would you want to do it? If you had an event, who would you want? Those are 6W high. Who, what, when, where, which, why, how, and if. Neil.
Well, I hope you've been taking notes, because now it's going to be your turn to work with these 6W high things. What we're going to do is put you into some small breakout groups. There'll be 3 to 4 people, and we'll give you about 4 minutes at a time. And what your job is going to be is to find one question as a group for each of the 6W highs. Okay. Sounds pretty straightforward. You're going to be in a group of 3 to 4 people. Your job is to come up with 8 questions, one for each of the 6W highs. So let me stop our share and we'll put you into some small groups.
You'll have to click. Yep, there we go.
No, not quite yet.
Okay, we're going to do 54 people. That's exciting. Great.
Okay, here you go.
So this is when you will click and join your group. There are 13 different rooms and you'll be assigned a different room randomly. And then you're going to get together and come up with those 8 questions. Who, what, where, when, which, why, how, and if. We're getting almost everybody. Oh, some people have not joined yet. You got to click on to join. There you go. Excellent. You should have 3, maybe 4 people in your group. If you only have 2, you'll just have to work harder. Some people are not clicking to join. Okay, you got the timer going?
Okay, so we have Wanda Roberson. You can just click join. You're in room 10, Pat Clover. Amanda, Gentleman, Bronwyn, and Michelle Ainsworth. Thank you.
We're going to have them talk a little bit about some great questions.